So, now that it was May 2015, I realized that it had almost been like 3 years, if I remember right, since I had done my last video game into a calendar. And if you want to look at it, it's Super Mario Galaxy. But, so for May, I was thinking of what I would do, and I decided to do Sonic Adventure. Now, Sonic Adventure is a movie that had came out. I mean, it's not a movie, it's a video game. I'm so in the habit of saying movie, aren't I? It was a video game that came out, like, in 1998, I think. It's a really old video game. It was also Sonic's first 3D video game. But yeah, I was slightly familiar with it, I guess. Well, I'm not sure. But as I started collecting Sonic games, it was in the year of 2012. Yeah, the same year that the Super Mario Galaxy calendar was made. But it was the summer of 2012, and we were spending the summer with our dad. So we were in Kansas, and, I wanted to get a Sonic game that year, and so we went to a game store, and I got Sonic Adventure. Now, this game was awesome. I mean, yes, it was Sonic Adventure DX. It wasn't the original Sonic Adventure. There were a few, they modified it a little bit, but, just for the GameCube. But yeah, I was like super excited, and it was an awesome game. It had open world hubs. You could change between characters, and then the characters would have different stories, and then they would collide with each other, and it was just pretty cool. And so I was really felt awesome about it. And so yeah, so there are 6 characters: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, and Gamma. And so yeah, so I was happy with it, and so I decided to just go along with it and, keep it. That's probably not the best thing to say, because I keep all the games. But yeah, so it was a really great game. It was a lot of plots changing and everything, so yeah. And then here we have the pictures. The color scheme is sort of designed to look sort of like the case, I guess. But the case isn't on this one, but, on the case, it's like a lighter blue, and then there's some white, I guess. It's sort of hard to explain, but, I tried to make it mirror that as best as I could. There's a diagonal, whatever. So yeah. This is one of those things where it doesn't fade from one color to a lighter color to back to the same color. This actually fades from a dark blue to white to a light blue. And so, yeah, it slowly, so it changes. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, I think. The text box also has a different style than usual, and so they're supposed to reflect itself on the other side. But yeah, this side had the same format pretty much. Like every other box had a light red to white to a dark red. But then that meant every other one would have to be about the same to make it equivalent. Had to be white to dark red and quickly transfer to light red and back to white. So yeah, I thought the color scheme was pretty awesome. You might like it. I hope so. Then the text font, right here, it's goldish. I think that's just because of the text was goldish. This is Nala, maybe that character from Lion King, I don't know. But it's size 33, it's over in this corner, as you can see. So yeah. And then the pictures are just lined up in 2 rows, sort of similar to the Avatar calendar, which I should have pulled up, but I didn't think of it. But yeah, it's too late to pull it up. But yeah, so you can see that there's a little unevenness of the switches from the more thick ones to the more skinnier ones, but I think this actually was really hard, this text box, to align right, just because, you know, the colors, when it alternated colors, it just turned out to be very complicated. Because you needed them about the same size, and, on both sides, I think, so this was a really complicated text box thing to create. And I remember creating it on my bed for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe that's because that's where I usually complete my calendars. Or in the family room. But yeah, here is a picture of Sonic. This is actually from the original Sonic Adventure, I think, rather than Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic is on, he's on a windy island, I guess, and there's a lot of wind there. Here is the poster, or the picture, of all the characters in the Sonic Adventure. You can sort of see the clouds here, which is sort of where I got the inspiration. There's a little bit of red on the poster for the movie case, or the movie, I mean not the movie case, the video game case. So you may see that. So you may see the transition of colors, I guess, from the bluish hair. So that was what inspired it. Here is, a sky, this is the Sky Deck, which is on board the the egg carrier. So the Sky Deck on the egg carrier, and so Sonic, this is a Tails level, because Tails always erases Sonic. I don't understand the purpose of that so much, but it happens. So Tails is erasing Sonic. Better collect all the rings, maybe, or not really. Yeah, because Tails and Sonic are friends, so why does Tails have to reach the end of the level before Sonic? That doesn't make sense, but it's still fun. Here is Lost World, and I'm not talking about the video game Lost World, but I'm talking, which I haven't played, don't have a Wii U, but I'm talking about the level Lost World. So what's happening is this is sort of like a Mayan city, and it's pretty cool. So Sonic's running super close to the edge, probably too close for comfort. But you know, he's along a walkway right outside the temple. And then, here is Amy Rose inside, some place. I think it's inside, Twinkle Park, where there's spikes and everything. She's slamming her hammer down. Don't know if I need to describe that. But yeah, she's in Twinkle Park and everything. Yeah, because cute couples get in free, so she ran in and Sonic had to chase her in. She's pretty obsessed. Here is Big Fishing, and, Big Fishing Adventure 1. So he's fishing and everything. He needs to find Froggy. Well, he's not fishing right now, but you get the idea. He's in a place where he's fishing. This is the one level in the video game Sonic can't get to. I forgot its name, though, because Sonic can't get to it. I think that's the one level. Yeah, I think that's the level I'm talking about. Here we have Sonic the Hedgehog running for his life, being chased by a whale. Yeah, he doesn't like whales very much, I guess. The whale's tearing up the deck. I think I had this picture for a while, but I'm not sure. Wait, because I had to get a new computer, so... But I think that was one picture I had from Sonic Adventure before. Here is Sonic and Ice Cap, I think it is. And so, he's on this icicle, I think, or on some ice. You know, he's in the cave, he can go up this ramp right here, and, yeah. It's pretty cool of a level. And here is Knuckles on, like, Red Mountain, I think. He's looking for pieces of the Master Emerald, because the Master Emerald was split apart, and now he has to find pieces for it. Going all over. So, yeah. That's the point of his story. Here is Sonic and Tails on the egg carrier. They're about to face off with Gamma and everything. And Gamma doesn't like them, I guess. It's just that way. So, yeah. It's unfortunate, but he doesn't like them. And Amy tries to stop them because she likes all of them. And here is super brave Sonic, running for his life down a super tall tower in a big city. So yeah, if you like big cities, this might be the place for you. I don't know how Japanese it seems. It was made in Japan, but then again, you know, it could have had some inspiration from America, but I'm not sure. So, I don't know, he's just running down a super tall tower. So yeah. And here is Sonic, he's just standing still, but he's inside the Lost World Temple, I guess, which is sort of Mayan style, and he's just waiting. He's supposed to be running, but he's just waiting. So, yeah, ask whoever played that, whatever, and took that screenshot while he's waiting. Maybe they paused to take the screenshot. Okay, so, here we got, last month's theme was Iron Man. So, Iron Man, is a movie about Iron Man. And so, if you want to check out that calendar, it would hopefully be cool. It's up by now, I believe. Hopefully, yeah, it should be viewable because, just because I had one famous song about Iron Man, it's still viewable, I believe. Here we have the 27th of April, and this is the day I finished April's calendar. And so, here we have, on the 1st, The Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron was in theaters. And so, me and my brother went to see it, and I think it's just Avengers 2, but the first one's called The Avengers, so yeah, I don't know what they do with titles. They do the same with the Maze Runner. But yeah. So, hopefully it's a really exciting experience. So yeah. So, hopefully it was gonna be good, and we saw it. And we liked it, I think. At least I did. And so we saw it on opening weekend. Here is Mother's Day. So this is the day you celebrate your mom. This would be the last Mother's Day. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. So yeah, it was Mother's Day, and we celebrated her somehow or other. So yeah. There's a little bit, as you can see, these boxes don't transition exactly, but, hopefully it does good enough if you look at it from a distance. Here is Tomorrowland in theaters. This is Brad Bird's last movie before another movie, which I'm not going to mention, because, yeah, I wouldn't like to mention to me like that. So yeah, he's going to make another movie, but Tomorrowland was his last movie before his next movie. So yeah, here we have on the 25th is Memorial Day. Now, this is a day you just remember stuff. And so here I put somebody's birthday. I know I was putting B-Day before, but I decided out of a nicer, like, whatever, I would put, for more professional, I decided to put birthday instead of B-Day. I mean, birthday doesn't take up much more room than B-Day, so yeah. So here we have another birthday, and San Andreas in theater. Now, this is a movie about a lot of danger, and so this was a very smart movie to watch, although I didn't see it yet. But it was supposed to be about a huge earthquake in California. It didn't throw all of California into the ocean like I thought, but it did quite a bit. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm moving to LA in a few weeks, so, or about in a month, so I should go see this, but I didn't. But you know, I didn't see that until later. So that's just how it works out. Here we have a bunch of other dates, and that's about the end of the month. So yeah, it was a decent month, I guess. It was my last full month living in Montana, and so the next month is going to be the month that I would move to LA, would be Delete Object, The Hobbit 3, The Battle of Five Armies. So, there you have my May 2015 calendar. I hope it was a really awesome calendar, and I hope this was a great calendar, and I hope it was a great calendar. And so, thanks for watching the calendar video, and bye.